Well, anybody who knows me knows that I'm a family guy. I love my wife and my kids. And I came down here to find out what was wrong with me, like how my family be such a vital part of my life, and yet I could hold space for them, like with my wife, with her depression and everything, her mental illness. With my kids and suppose things go, and I get so impatient and so upset about the most menial things. It's like, why can I just not be present and just be happy and grateful with my family? And so the first night I sat with intention of like, how can I be better for my wife, for my 3 kids, and then how can I be better for my business? And went through a dark round. I got kind of hypnotized by this little semi-lucent spider-like goblin that took me down this hole, and I just kind of like marionetted along the way, and down there was this African tiki mask, pretty scary eyes and big ruffled hair, kind of like a lion's mane with horns coming out, and like red markings on his mask and sharp teeth. I was like, ooh, that's pretty scary. And guy pulls his mask off, and it was this giant, like horrific skull with like decaying flesh and these beaming, like firing red eyes. And he's like, I have death, and it was just full of hate and enmity, and he killed me. And I just sat there weeping because I had so much to live for. And I was like, I need to be there for my family. I gotta be there for my kids and my wife. And now I'm dead. And what's that gonna do for them? And so I started ruminating, and what would I do different if I was able to come back? And that's when I got all those downloads of how I can change for my wife, how I can change for my kids, and for my business to be able to grow. So I went through like this dark journey first to come on the other side and feel really fulfilled and full of love. But it was really hard. And so like when, like, okay, we're gonna sit with ayahuasca again, I was I was reluctant. I was just like, oh hell no. I think I'm good. And I was like, okay, I'm just not gonna make up my mind. And Brad kept encouraging me, which he helped me make a huge transition last time that we had a sessions together, that we were doing our combo certification, doing combo 3 days in a row. And on the 3rd day, I was like, oh, shit, I don't know if I can do this. Like, I don't know if I can do the 3rd round. And he's like, bro, just trust me, just do it. And I had this huge breakthrough that was really life-changing. And so then he encouraged me to do this again. And so round 2, I was like, okay, well, I don't really have an intention. And I was like, okay, well, I did all this for my family and for everything else. But I was like, well, what about me? You know, what do I need for my heart and for my healing and to be able to love myself? And so that was what I sat with last night, was on that. And my visions and everything like that, like almost immediate. Like it started with the hape, like even before we got in like the full ayahuasca. I was sitting there and I got these constellations, these stars out there in space just shining, and then it was just brilliant all around, but in the center it was just black as darkness. And I was like, oh shit, another tunnel. And I was like, well, I gotta go. And so I like jumped into space and started flying towards this tunnel, kind of apprehensive. And as I was going, it kind of started to take a little shape. It wasn't just a circle of black, it was actually starting to take some shape. And as it got closer, it was in like the shape of a man. And then as I got fully close, it was me. And I was sitting there in the kind of like hyper light, you know, like Star Wars light speed and lines coming across when I got up to it. And then it was just like sitting there floating in space. all this energy and power coming off of me, and that was like my full soul. And I was just sitting there, I was like, oh, like, you are strong, you are powerful, you're capable, and you are worthy of love. And coming with some of the things that happened earlier in my life that I was like, I didn't know that I was. And seeing that was just really, really reaffirming for me that I was like, I can love others, but I can also bring that love into my own heart, myself, and allow. And I don't have to be so regimented and so structured and so self-fulfilling with like excursions and experiences, as opposed to just being fulfilled and full. And so I just kept going back to my mantra that I got on the first night from when I had all those scary stuff. I'd go back to this mantra that came to me. It was heal, love, family, breathe. And that it was like, I heal, I can heal. That's what I do. And I heal with love. And I use love. That's one of the ultimate healers. And the more love you can share, then you can really drive that in with your family. And since we are all one family, the more love I can give, the bigger my family can grow. And then we just have to sit there and endure on. And that's just the breathe. Just breath by breath, moment by moment. Heal, love, family, breathe. Just kept having to say that, and it just, all of a sudden when I finally came back in this last night, I was just so full, like just overflowing with gratitude and joy. I could physically feel, which I've had a hard time physically feeling emotions. I get them in my brain, but I don't like feel them. And I was just full and complete. And my life was good exactly as it is.